Hello my friends, Birdman316 here again. Tonight, or early AM, however you want to look at it, we have the West Creek underdog here. Never mind the dirty bowl there. I had soup the other night and I was too lazy to wash the bowl. Anyway, we had the capo there holding the strings still because we loosened them all and we took the whole tailstop piece off. We're in the works of Greeny Moore Fine, this one. Just wanted to show you guys this. I'm not sure this material is not copper, the copper plating. They say this material is better for humbuckers. You can look down in there, you can see that one's the same. Well, maybe not. But it's the same material because you can look down in there. The camera can't really see it, but I can see it. The camera's probably in the way of the light anyway, but anyhow, this one is rated or labeled HS S20 or 820 or 620 ZB. Says neck. I'm not sure if these are Alnico magnets or ceramics, but whatever they are, they sound awesome. And a quick note, guys, this is a long neck tenon here. Let's see how it comes in. If it was a short neck tenon, it would probably stop about right here. I have a Gibson that I did the Greeny mod to, and the neck tenon to stop like right there. This goes all the way back to the very back of the cavity, just about. Barely, I can't even squeeze my finger in there. It's a long neck tenon, guys. Just wanted to show you that. I guess where we did like his deep dive thing, kind of like Trogley does. He tears them apart and stuff. But with that said, guys, the work continues. It's a Saturday night and I'm going to stay up till this thing's done. I'm going to take the magnet and turn it around and put it back, so that way I'll have a, I guess you could say, the north will be where the south's supposed to be, or whatever, how that works. And when turned on with this one together, it would be out of phase, but either one by itself, it will not be out of phase because it's by itself. So together, these will be out of phase. You'll have that nice goosey honky sound like Peter Green's. Well, stick around, guys. I'll be back in a little bit, and hopefully we might be able to get some sound samples tonight, possibly. If I don't wake my neighbors up, I hope I don't. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you in a little bit. Well, my friends, Birdman316 here again. She is all done. Notice the pickups are a little different than they were. Notice the Greeny Moore knobs. Now that neck pickup was flipped around where the black part was on the outside. But to do the Greeny Moore or Greeny properly, you have to have the screws on the inside, the inner part. Well, you don't really have to, but, well, you know, I like to. I guess this model, since I've thought about taking the guard off, but I might leave it on there. But you got a Greeny Moore slash type Les Paul shaped object here now. I did check it off camera on the amp, and I did a tap test to make sure I didn't mess that thing up, because that thing got some very, very delicate wires in there. If you break one of them wires, guess what? You're going to be crying the blues because you have tore up your pickup. Gotta be really careful. I took all 4 screws off the bottom of the plate and loosened those screws right there a little bit, so that I very carefully took the plate loose. And these are wax potted, guys. In case anyone doesn't know, these are wax potted. I had to clean that up. I had this wax all over the place. But I had to very carefully break the magnet loose and very carefully pull it out, do a 180 and put it back. Nothing was messed with on the soldering. However, I did have to snip the cable tie that would take that wrapped all the wires together so I can actually physically flip the pickup over. You notice the surround ring is correct. Slanted, big part towards the back, just like the back one. Now on my amber one, I have to take that, go back in and take that pickup and just flip the ring over because I was lazy and I just flipped the whole thing so it doesn't look right. It looks kind of funny. But anyway, guys, I will do a more proper on camera sound check of this thing. And believe me, guys, it sounds really good. Now remember, by the cells, either the neck or the bridge is going to be normal sounding. When you flip that switch in the middle, that's when you get the Peter Green vibe. And Gary Moore. But it's still got that. Even though you got the Greeny Moore stuff on there, it still has that slash look with these zebras in here. Man, how many Greeny Moore slash models do you see floating around? Hardly any, right? Oh, I just gave away my secret. Great Scott. Yep, might as well go ahead and tell you guys. I undid the Fender bullet reverb and I put in my little Champ, Squire Champ 15GR, which has the cable running down to the floor and around the bend and boop, right there on the electro harmonic speaker in the crate cab. I gave away my secret, guys, but you're going to find out sooner or later anyway. I'm not sure if you guys seen that Squire reflecting off of the guitars. You might see it reflecting off of this one. But anyway, I'm going to call it a night. It's after 1 in the morning. It's about 1:30. Told you I was going to stay up till this thing's finished. That's right. That's right. So, I'm going to get me a nap and all that stuff and get ready in a few hours, of course. And we're going to have a little go with the Greeny Moore slash model, right? There you go. 9 pounds, 1 ounce, or 4.12 kilograms. Greetings. I didn't do it right. Try it again. Greetings. 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 I'm trying to do like Chapper. But only Chapper can do Chapper. Oh well, I tried. Birdman 316 here again with guess who? Oh, can't even do Woody Woodpecker either. Okay, let's quit fiddling around. Make sure we are tuned correctly, sort of. In the ballpark thereof. Uh-oh. A little bit up. There we go. Ha-ha! Woohoo! Just a little off there. Everything is not up. Well, this was in a photo shoot a little while ago, so I had the knobs turned to where you can halfway read them, where it says volume and a tone nasty monster. Now this here is when I stayed up till like about 1:30 in the morning working on it last night, this morning or whatever like that, and there's a little bit, still a bit of wax on here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, not a whole lot, but enough to annoy you. Oh man, there it goes, I got it out. If I get a nice gorgeous sheen on here now. That's some more wax, right? Anyway, okay. Just messing around, guys. What I did with this one last night, you can tell these knobs, the Greeny Moore mod right there. And I did, now remember, this one's sitting stock. This one was flipped around. In other words, that bobbin was used to be there, and that was the inside. Now, a lot of people don't understand that you can't just take the pickup and flip it around to get that out of phase greeny Gary Moore sound, and or actually the first Peter Green sound. Then Gary Moore got the guitar and he's continued to play it, and now Kirk Hammett has the guitar and he's still playing it. You have to pull the magnet out and pull it out just like it is, and just do a 180, turn it around and right back, put it all back together. Now, if this had the chrome covers or gold covers, I would have done the wiring mod. I would have traded 2 wires, because you got to desolder the cover and do all this kind of crazy stuff. I had to be really careful getting that magnet to pop loose, because these are wax potted. Because I ran into some wax, wax on the body a little bit still. Not a lot, but enough to tell that something's on here. It takes a little bit of cleaning here and there. Maybe get smudgies off of there right quick. I'll take care of the bigger part of it later. But anyway, you have to take the magnet and flip it around. And I flip the pickup around. It usually works better on the chrome covers or whatever like that, because that's Peter Green's 59 Les Pauls like that. This is not a Les Paul. This is the West Creek Underdog. Not the cartoon character, but the guitar. Turn it around this way. Let's see the back of it. It's got that red-ish cherry wine color to it. It's got a gorgeous honey burst to it. The name isn't honeysuckle, because, well, honey burst, right? So, now this has the stagger as well. See how the pickups are staggered. I dumped the bass side way low because I made sure that the screws are long enough. Because if your screws ain't long enough, you're going to dump that pickup down in that hole. And guess what? You got to loosen the string, you got to take the tailstop piece off, move it aside, put your capo right here, and take all your pickup stuff apart, and find your pickup and put it all back together. And if you're going to sink the bass side, make sure your screws are long enough on the bass side. Now the treble side, you ain't really going to worry too much, because these are not much above the rings. Well, let me quit talking. Let me get to playing. Now you heard this guitar on Avery's channel. Avery, this is the one that Avery reviewed a couple weeks ago. I just did a little bit of mod to it. Want to make sure nothing's changed. You behave yourself. All right, here we go. We're in clean, and we're on the neck. You notice something, guys? On these fat strings, we're going to pick up something. Check it out. You can hear it, or not. It's something about the dynamics. Something about the dynamics and the touch and the sound and all that stuff that Peter Green had. Dave Simpson does a video where he deep dives and demonstrates why pickup height is so important to get that Peter Green tone. Plus, your amp has to have a silly, crazy, stupid reverb on it too. We're on the bridge pickup now. Still unclean. Now, when you flip your magnet over in your neck pickup, that most people do the neck pickup, it only works when you have them both on. And you notice it sounded normal on neck and normal on the bridge by themselves. You put them in the middle, that's where you're going to get your... Notice there's a different sound, not the chirp. I'll put some overdrive on, you can hear it much better, but let's get this clean tone done first here. Now, we have on the monoprice stage right something, I'm not sure exactly what it's called, well, it just says overdrive. VS overdrive? Something like it. Anyway, still in the middle, with both on, out of phase. We're on the bridge by itself now. Does it sound normal, right? Well, nothing's normal about my playing. Just kidding, guys. It messed me playing up. I'll get that one of these days. Let's see, here's something. Get my hands right, big fingers right. They're right there. Oh yes. Let's see if it does it with the blue pedal, the Donna Dumbleizer. Ah, not as good. This White Wing Custom got the got that thing, man. We're on the neck pickup all by itself. Here we go. I'm in the wrong note, but anyway, here we go. like a mad bee. Still going. Okay, guys. I think I made enough noise for a while, guys. What do you think there? What do you think? What do you think? Tell you what, guys. Now, Avery set this up for me in exchange for the review and stuff, and he also paid to have it shipped here, you know, in the Kitchudio. Studio, there you go. Yeah, kitchen studio. Anyway, he did a really good job setting it up. Intonated it, everything like that. He wanted to raise the action just a little bit so he can get some pinch harmonics going on and stuff. But the way I play like slow blues and just goofing off and whatnot. So I lowered it just a little bit so I can get these, so I can do this easier. Get up under here like this. If you notice when you bend a note, it goes up. You know what? The action wasn't that high when he said it, reset it, right? I have messed with a guitar one time. You bend the note, the next string in front of you would want to go under your fingernail. It felt kind of weird, like, ooh, I gotta fix this, you know. But this is not like that. Avery did not set it to where it'll hurt you or anything. For me, personally, I just wanted it just a little lower, you know. I'm guessing we're sitting on like 0.75 here, and last I checked it was like 1.65-ish, 1.7 maybe. But if you want to have low action, you gotta make sure your frets are all level and stuff, right? You gotta make sure your leaf is not set back like that, so where it's touching the board and stuff. Some people like to have their relief just a little bit like this. Let's check this relief right here, right quickly. I always do it like this. Whoa! Wow, we are right there. There's no tick. I let go of that's why there's a tick. But check this out. It's right there. We're in out of phase mode because we're in the middle. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to point that little bit out to you and give Avery at Music and Gear another shout out. He did a fine job. So I dug in just a little bit deeper and found that these are wax potted because there's wax when I loosen the screws to be able to get to the magnet to loosen it and flip it around. There was some wax going on in there. But that's a good thing though. I did find out this has a long neck tenon. I have a very short little film stake and such. And I'm not sure what the base plates on these pickups are. They're not brass. It's some other kind of metal. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's supposed to be a bring you a little bit lighter tone and a little bit brighter tone. That's why these pickups, your open face pickups, are going to be brighter than your covered pickups because there's nothing, I guess. It's better like me trying to talk to you like this with my hand over my mouth. It's kind of the same difference with pickups, I guess. I'm not sure, but at least you got one side of the pickup exposed, like your poles are exposed, but everything else is covered up. Guys, if I don't know what I'm talking about, please let me know. With that, I want everyone to do me a huge favor. Have a great day, have a great night, wherever you are. Always remember, keep rocking. Make the world a much better place, my friends. This is Birdman 316. Sayonara.